Let's get started. Start with listening, and then learn new words and practice them in sentences.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to travel to a place you've never been before? The days leading up to a trip are filled with anticipation. There's a certain thrill in the air, a sense of adventure waiting to unfold. The excitement grows as you start packing, carefully selecting the essentials, and maybe a few luxuries. There's a buzz of energy as you run through your checklist, making sure you have everything you need. The journey to the airport is a whirlwind of emotions. There's the rush of leaving your usual surroundings, the slight pang of leaving home, mixed with the joy of embarking on a new journey. As the cityscape fades away in the rearview mirror, you can't help but wonder about the experiences that await you. The destination? Well, it's a place like no other, full of surprises and new experiences. But let's not reveal too much just yet. Let's keep the suspense alive. And so, with bags packed and excitement at an all-time high, the adventure was set to begin. There's something magical about stepping into a new place for the first time, isn't there? As the plane touched down, a wave of anticipation washed over me. I could already sense that this was going to be a trip to remember. The airport was bustling with activity, a hive of people from all walks of life, each with their own stories to tell. Exiting the airport, I was greeted by the warm embrace of the sun. The sky was a brilliant blue canvas, dotted with fluffy white clouds. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, carrying with it the scent of the nearby sea. The city was a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds, and scents. Ancient buildings stood shoulder to shoulder with modern skyscrapers, a testament to the passage of time. The streets were lined with quaint shops and bustling cafes, each offering a peek into the local culture. A walk through the city park was like stepping into a painting. The greenery was a refreshing contrast to the urban landscape, with flowers in full bloom adding a splash of color. The gentle rustling of leaves and chirping of birds provided the perfect backdrop to this tranquil setting. The local market was a treasure trove of unique finds. From handmade crafts to local delicacies, each stall was a delight to explore. The air was filled with the enticing aroma of freshly baked bread and exotic spices. The first day was a whirlwind of new sights, sounds, and experiences, setting the tone for the rest of the trip. The city had welcomed me with open arms, and I couldn't wait to delve deeper into its charm. But that's a story for another day. After the initial excitement, it was time to dive deeper and truly explore. I found myself wandering through the winding streets, each turn revealing a new surprise. The city was vibrant, alive with the hum of life. I discovered hidden gems tucked away in quiet corners, small, family-run cafes and shops that seemed to hold the very essence of the city. I ventured further to the outskirts of the city where the skyscrapers gave way to rolling hills and open fields. Here, I discovered a different kind of beauty, a peaceful tranquility that was just as captivating as the city's bustling energy. I found myself spending hours just sitting and soaking in the serene surroundings, letting the quiet seep into my soul. The culture was a fascinating blend of the old and the new, ancient traditions intertwined with modern conveniences. I visited museums, art galleries, and historical sites, each one offering a glimpse into the city's rich history and heritage. The people were friendly and welcoming, always ready with a smile and a helping hand. I found myself drawn to their warmth and kindness, their love for their city evident in their every action. Then there was the food. Oh, the food! Each meal was a gastronomic adventure. From the tiny street stalls serving up local delicacies to the high-end restaurants offering gourmet fare, every dish was a delightful explosion of flavors. I found myself eagerly trying everything, savoring the unique tastes and textures. But what made this trip truly unforgettable were the unexpected moments. The breathtaking sunset over the city skyline, the laughter shared with new friends, the sense of awe as I stood at the foot of an ancient monument. These are the memories that will stay with me long after the vacation is over. Each day was a new adventure, filled with unforgettable moments and discoveries. The city revealed itself to me layer by layer, each one more enchanting than the last. I found myself falling in love with the city, with its people, its culture, its spirit. It was an exploration not just of a destination, but of myself. And in the end, isn't that what travel is all about? As the vacation neared its end, there was a mix of emotions: joy, satisfaction, but also a tinge of sadness. The last days of my journey were spent soaking up the remaining sights and sounds, taking it all in, cherishing every moment. I was like a sponge, absorbing the atmosphere, the scenery, the culture, and the vibrancy of the place. The city, which had once felt foreign and unknown, now felt like a familiar friend. The streets I had walked countless times, the friendly faces of the locals, the enticing aroma of the food stalls, all these had etched themselves into my memory. I had begun to feel a sense of belonging, a connection to this place, and saying goodbye was not going to be easy. In those final days, I visited the places I had grown particularly fond of, to bid them farewell. The serene park where I had spent quiet mornings, the bustling marketplace that was a hive of activity, the beautiful architecture of the museums and historical buildings, all were revisited with a sense of nostalgia. I also made it a point to try the local dishes I hadn't tasted yet. The mouth-watering cuisines, the unique flavors, and the delightful desserts all added to the rich tapestry of experiences. As the last day dawned, I packed my suitcase with not just souvenirs, but also with memories, experiences, and a newfound appreciation for the world beyond my own. There was a sense of fulfillment, a sense of having lived fully and freely in those few days. I had ventured out of my comfort zone, explored a new place, and had experiences that broadened my horizons. Saying goodbye was bittersweet. There was a longing to stay back, to explore more, to immerse deeper into the culture. But there was also a sense of contentment, of having made the most of my time there. As the plane took off, I looked out the window one last time, carrying with me a bag full of memories and a heart full of gratitude. The city, which had become a part of me, slowly faded away into the distance, leaving behind a chapter of my life that I would always cherish. So, what was it like to travel to a place I'd never been before? Well, in a word, it was transformative. The sights, sounds, and experiences of this journey were like a fresh coat of paint on the canvas of my life, introducing new shades of joy, wonder, and understanding. The quiet beauty of the mountains, the hustle and bustle of the city, each locale had its own unique charm that left an indelible impression on me. From the moment of anticipation before departure to the bittersweet farewell, the whole trip was a whirlwind of discovery and exploration. The experiences, the places visited, the people met, all of them played a part in shaping my perspective, leaving me with a broader view of the world. I've grown, I've learned, and most importantly, I've lived. And just like that, another journey had ended, leaving behind a trail of memories and a longing for the next adventure.
Let's learn new words and practice English with the topic, my last vacation at a 2 level. Beach. Beach, a sandy or pebbly shore by a body of water, often used for relaxation and recreation. Example, on my last vacation, I went to a beach where I swam in the sea and relaxed on the sand. Mountain. Mountain, a large natural elevation of the Earth's surface rising abruptly from the surrounding level. Example, we visited a mountain during our trip, and the view from the top was incredible. Tour. Tour, a journey for pleasure in which several places are visited. Example, we went on a tour of the city to see famous landmarks and learn about the local culture. Museum. Museum, a building where objects of historical, scientific, or artistic interest are kept and exhibited. Example, during our vacation, we visited a museum that had beautiful paintings and interesting historical artifacts. Souvenir. Souvenir, an object that is kept as a reminder of a person, place, or event. Example, I bought some souvenirs like postcards and magnets to remember the vacation.